EA Sports. It's the Cowboys and the reigning Super Bowl champs on Sunday night.
For my money, it's the best time of the year, playoff football time, as postseason action descends upon FedEx Field just outside of D.C. Ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game, as we've got a great one in store between the Dallas Cowboys and the Washington Commanders. Hello, everyone. As the postseason continues here on EA Sports, we're pleased to bring it to you. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And who has the edge here? You got one side that had some extra rest, but another comes in off a win last week in the wild card round.
And it's funny, depending on which team you are, you say that that's an advantage. You'll take the rest, you'll take the week off, get your guys healed up a little bit and ready to go. But that team that's coming in off of a win last week, they're really excited to keep playing. They feel like they are hot and ready to go.
The fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round. We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Now we get a stoppage because, as you can see, a member of the Commanders in some obvious discomfort. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Dak going to start out going to the air. Buying time to his left. And his first pass is incomplete. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Here's Prescott. A dump off to Elliott. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
I really like the angles that the tacklers came from on that play. They secured inside, took away the cutback. The sideline's there, so you can only go so far outside. And they were able to close in and tackle him for a loss.
They used your boy over there, the 12th man, Sammy Sideline. Right?
Sammy Sideline. You know something? He tackles pretty well, too.
He's tougher than an airport steak. 3 and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted. And he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown. So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off. Extra point attempt to follow here. The kick is good, and the Commanders out to a 7-0 lead. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
He'll get this out wide here to Elliott. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. On play action, Prescott. He'll get this to Elliott. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back over to the line of scrimmage. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Defensively, they rally the troops to force 4th down after that 7-yard pickup back on 1st.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. So out comes the Washington offense onto the field. And a glance here at their quarterback standing 6'3".
And he and his team, they were the beneficiaries of a first-round bye earned by a tremendous regular season. He'd been a little bit nicked up, so he could use the rest. And I'm sure his teammates felt the exact same way. But now it'll be interesting to watch their first few drives in this one. Because sometimes getting the rest is great, but sometimes you accumulate a little bit of rust as well. Maybe they come out flat, and they can't afford that in the postseason.
A bit of an opening there on the first down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards. On 2nd down, here's Gibson again. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Throwing on 1st down. Reeves. And he'll get this one complete to Winslow. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
3 yards remain for 2nd down. Off play action. Reeves. Over the middle, complete. That's Richardson. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the 1st down, and that's exactly what he did.
On 1st and 10, Reeves. And he whips that one incomplete there. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. On the draw, this is Richardson. And he's got this pretty close to a 1st down at the Cowboys' 38. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. He completes that to Garrett Wilson. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want their body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping that one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
On 1st down, Reeves. That's going to be caught by Richardson. And he's going to get this down near the 25. Well, we know he can run the football too, but he's a good pass catcher. That's been on display here, Charles, on this opening drive.
And we certainly have seen the benefits of what he did in the offseason, which was spend more time with wide receivers, working on routes, working on cuts, in order to make himself a more complete running back and even more of a threat downfield.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Commanders go up by 2 touchdowns. Well, he didn't find the end zone a whole lot in his rookie campaign, but he's got himself a touchdown here in the playoffs.
And we know the guys on the other side of the field were hoping that he would be intimidated by playing in the postseason, but they can just let that go because he's as confident as they come. And I know that he believes that that's the first of many playoff touchdowns that he's going to have as his career progresses.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 14-0. Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. Fields it right around the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. Now Prescott. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. On 2nd down, Mays. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a 1st down, pick it up, and keep moving.
1st down, Prescott. Pass caught. It's Romeo Doubs. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 25 yards that time.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed 1st down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Off the play fake, Prescott. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Montez Sweat, the man that time to fight in and drop him. But just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously, led to a very quick sack.
And it appears that this was just a letdown from the offensive line, but they do have a tough job because if you're a big tackle out there on the perimeter, sometimes you don't have the agility to keep up with the defensive end who's looking to wreak havoc in the backfield, and he got there and put his man on the ground.
Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the 1st. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Here's Logan Cook now to punt this one away. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. Now Washington going to retake the field for drive number 2. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Gibson. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Back to throw. Reeves. Got this complete to Jahan Dotson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Looking for Dotson, and he's got him. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in the play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Off the play fake. Reeves. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 19. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Over the middle and complete to Wilson. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Ball at the 14 for 2nd and 5. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Quick slant, Dotson. And the Commanders are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
Gibson. And diving to try to get the first down. He's going to be a little bit shy of the marker. Gibson again. It's a loss of 2. Now 3rd down. Off play action. Reeves. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Call it a loss of 8 there, and it's going to lead to a 4th down. 4th and goal.
3rd and goal, they decided to throw for it, but how about the play defensively? Couldn't find anyone open, left him nowhere to go with the football, had to absorb the sack.
The Commanders going to bring out the field goal unit from 28 yards out. And his kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So no problems at all on that one. And you know, there's virtually no win. This is a kicker's dream here tonight.
It absolutely is, isn't it? So to me, with no wind, it should be a passer's dream as well, right? But in this case, the defense held out. They had to force the field goal.
Taking it about the 1. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Dallas offense back out onto the field. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the 2nd quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but hold on, let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy. 3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
Now a handoff up the middle. Mays. During that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Oh, Prescott stripped. Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered because had the defense gotten it, they were already within a shadow of the goalpost.
Yeah, and then you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means you got to run out there and try and stop an offense who has the ball in a very advantageous position.
Here's Logan Cook now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And now a fair catch called for and taken just outside the 40-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Reeves. And a completion to Wilson. From the 47, it's 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Looking to throw. Reeves out left to Dotson. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. Throwing on 1st down. Reeves. And he will find Winslow. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. They'll look to throw again. And this will be incomplete. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the 1st down marker is here on 3rd. Back to throw again. And that is incomplete. Washington going to send out their punter as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out. I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Here's Prescott. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. And now time will be called here as Washington has an injured player down on the field. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Up the middle they go. Mays. And he's going to come up well shy of the first here as the tackle's made right around the 12. He did well to get him 8 yards, but it's still going to mean a call to the punt team on 4th down.
Well, they got off the field on 3rd down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments and usually only at halftime, but the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
Here's Logan Cook now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. And a fair catch is taken here a step or two inside the 45-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. A good starting spot for Washington as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. Here's Richardson to start the drive. Oh, good move. And some pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. After that play, we're going to get a pause here, an injured player, and that's the tight end, Zach Ertz, in some discomfort. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. On 1st and 10, Reeves. Target is to Dotson, and he's got him. And they'll work this down inside the 30. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Reeves. And this is incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Brings up 3rd down.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He has a man. It's complete to Wilson. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. The Washington passing game dialed in now. It's a 1st down.
And that's definitely going right for them here in the 1st half. Pick a down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. They run with Richardson. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. On the ground, here's Richardson again. And he's in. Touchdown, Commanders. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Commanders continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. So the first drive ended in 3. This time they take it down and punch it in the end zone.
So that first drive felt like they were just gathering knowledge, didn't it? Just enough to kick the field goal on the first one. And the second time they put it all together and got it all the way to the end zone.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. And the lead is now 24. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it's capped off by a touchdown run of 6 yards. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Dallas offense set for this next drive. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. From the 24, Prescott. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll get nothing out of that one. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by at Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. He's got it. This is Ware. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. A 40-yard punt, give him 3 on the return, and they will take over 1st and 10. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. There's really no reason to change what they've been doing to this point. They've got the lead. They've looked good this first half.
I agree with you totally, and a lot of coordinators, play callers feel exactly the same way. Until you stop what I'm doing, why should I make any changes? But there are a few that kind of outguess themselves or try to outguess the opponent, and they try to consider what they would do to take things away and go to those plays right away. It'll be fun to watch when they get to the second half to see which way they go.
Yeah, but to this point, it certainly hasn't been broke. We'll see if they try to fix anything. On 1st down, Reeves. Oh, he's going up top for Wilson. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. Garrett Wilson, 49 yards. And the Commanders are able to add on to their first half lead. And that looked almost to be a case of, a quarterback saying, hey, I'm going to throw this as far as I can and hope you run under it. Mission accomplished.
And I'm telling you, nothing will light up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
And that one covering an even 63 yards in the air. Extra point right down the middle. And a rout is on here in this first half. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15. Prescott on 1st down. Able to hit his target, Lamb. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now Prescott. Throw right side, complete to Williams. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. From the 40 now on 2nd down. Prescott. That is caught by Lamb. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Prescott yet again. Able to hook up with Williams here on the out route. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. From the 31, Prescott on the left side. Gallup's got it. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 20-yard line. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Rosa's kick is good. And now they'll just need 4 touchdowns as the deficit is now 28. Well, still trailing here, but they do get the late field goal. Now their defense will try to keep this score right where it is heading into the locker room.
Yeah, and trailing it to break, you obviously don't want to go in off of a negative play. Give them credit for that one. Finding a way to put points on the board, give them any type of a spark, anything to build off of as they try and plan a comeback.
Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional. Well, look around the NFL. We'll have to wait for postgame because we are moving right through halftime and on to the third quarter. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Washington offense ready to go to begin the third quarter. And they have made this look easy. There's not supposed to be anything easy about the NFL playoffs, but this lead, yes, they're at home, but this has been impressive.
And we hear all the time when upsets happen, teams go on the road, that maybe home field advantage isn't all it's cracked up to be. But you and I both know the reality is teams really fight hard to get it. Why? You don't ever have to change routine. Everything's familiar going into the game. It makes things easier, and that has paid off for them in a big way in this contest.
Looking to throw on second down. Barnes. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up. Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. And on third down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back. Back to throw. Barnes. He's going to air it out deep for Green. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. And on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. We'll call that a 43-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
Hey, partner, you know as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
Prescott, and that one off the mark behind him, incomplete. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third. They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football. So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Here's Richardson. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Gibson here running out of the gun. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. And the Cowboys here on third down bringing in an extra defensive back. Operating from the gun, Barnes. And Winslow brings it in over the middle. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
looking to throw. Barnes. He's got it. Touchdown, Commanders. From 4 yards out. And the Commanders have taken a 5-touchdown lead.
So, my man, another touchdown. They're looking like the #1 seed that they earned throughout the year. Looking pretty dominant right now.
We knew the road to the Super Bowl would run right through this stadium. Somebody's going to have to come in here and beat these guys. Good luck. I don't think it's happening this weekend.
No, definitely not this weekend. And for anyone else out there, bring your game.
Buyer beware. The try here for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. A drive there in just 4 plays. And the result, a touchdown for Washington. Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Possession of the football going back to the Cowboys. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized. As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
They'll run it here. This is their fullback getting the carry. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Prescott. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. Here's Logan Cook now, standing just outside his own goal line. And a fair catch taken here right at about the 40-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. And the Washington offense going back to work. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
Over the middle, it's complete. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. So, Charles, you look at this offense. They're the #1 seed, a Super Bowl favorite, but it's hard to avoid the topic that this is a rookie quarterback under center making his first ever postseason appearance. Any concern level there?
Well, I would think that we'd all have some concern because, you know, a rookie quarterback, that's just not normal, right? But I think I'd be a lot more concerned if they were the 6 or 7 seed and had to go on the road and play in a hostile environment. What if it was cold outside? But here you've got a guy who's been solid all year, led them to all those wins, #1 seed. I think they have unquestioned belief in him. They also feel like they have a responsibility to help carry him along as well.
Now it's Richardson. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They'll run again with Richardson. 58 yards rushing for him now to this point.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Richardson. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And incomplete, he dropped it. Maybe a rookie mistake there, 2nd down. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he comes back with one complete. Touchdown, Washington. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Commanders have taken a 6-touchdown lead. Well, on the other sideline right now, it's just absolute dejection. But, Charles, let's focus on the positive. With the lead that they built here, they've done pretty much everything to perfection in this ball game.
They certainly have. Makes me think that their week of preparation was excellent. And they flowed into this game, and it carried over. And right now, I don't expect them to back off at all. They're playing so well, they just want to keep it going.
So that drive goes 8 plays. And it was polished off by a Washington touchdown. Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Cowboys about set to take over on offense. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He'd love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest. Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. And again, they'll go right back to their fullback. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. A 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Westbrook now on the return. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and out will come the offense as they take over. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. Well, they got to be thrilled with how they've operated so far in this one. They've got the nice lead, and now a chance to score here on 3 straight possessions.
Yeah, and the way that they are rolling, I just don't know how they get slowed down, because they certainly are operating at peak efficiency right now. They might want to think about giving some of their backups a little bit of work, though. Let some other guys get on the field and do their thing and save some of this for the next time out.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. Well, up big, but still not hesitating to take some shots downfield, CD. I guess they really want to hammer home their dominance in this one.
Yeah, that much is apparent, partner. If they keep completing throws like that, they'll keep that gap awfully wide as they've established already.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Back to throw. Barnes. Throw right side, caught by Winslow. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. On 2nd down now, it's Richardson, and he'll go down at the 28. Throwing on 1st down, Barnes. Dotson has it. Touchdown, Commanders. A great play there. 28 yards. And the Commanders get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Well, partner, I mean, if anybody was still questioning whether or not he had an NFL-caliber arm, I think you can toss that right out the window. That was a heck of a throw right there.
I would agree totally. Question it no more. This rookie, big-time throw right there. Great poise, stepped up, trusted he could lay it in there perfectly, and he knew that his guy was going to make the catch on the other end. Nice collaboration.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at FedEx Field. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. The throw over the middle taken in. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. Throwing again on second down. Prescott. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Offense on third down tonight. It has been a disaster. 0 for 8 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Here's Prescott. He's got the hook up with Dobbs. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. And again, it's Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4. Prescott now. Right back to his running back, Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. A first down throw for Prescott. He'll get this out wide here to Elliott. Call it a gain of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Looking to throw. Prescott. Eluding the press, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
Man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. To throw is Prescott. Under pressure, they got him again. Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game. Well, collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number is just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback.
So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. And they will remain well behind.
Wow, partner, it's almost a little jarring to see a holder set up on the other side of midfield. I brought out my binoculars to make sure on that one. That is showing an awful lot of confidence in the kicker to try and hit from 61 yards. And this one winds up no good.
So out comes Washington's offense to take over. And this one not officially in the bag, but it's looking more and more like you and I are going to be in these same seats next week for a game to go to the Super Bowl.
And it's contrary to our meeting with the visitors, wasn't it? Remember when we went over to their hotel before the game, and one of the themes they kept hitting us with was, let's put the pressure on the #1 seed and see if they can handle it. Let's do that. Well, they're the #1 seed for a reason. Best team all year long. They're showing it again in this game.
And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. 105 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in this divisional round matchup. Well, I tell you what, when you get a running back who can move like that in the open field, that's something to take advantage of, and they certainly did there.
And first and foremost, this is all about vision. He can see the play developing right in front of him, and once he's past the line of scrimmage and got a full head of steam behind him, he's just going to keep right on going.
Looking to throw. Barnes. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. Back to throw. Barnes. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. From 10 yards out. And the Commanders are moving closer to a date now in the NFC Championship game as they're able to extend this fourth-quarter lead. Another touchdown through the air for them, and for this rookie quarterback at the helm, he has put them in a great position, Charles, to get the victory in this one.
He's absolutely taken charge. Every touchdown for them has come via his arm. 0 rushing touchdowns, no special teams, no defensive scores. All him throwing the football. He's in cruise control right now, and so is his team.
The extra point splits the uprights, and this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And out now come the Cowboys. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. Throwing, Prescott. A dump off to Elliott. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 22. Prescott from the gun. Back to Elliott, and he's got him again. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. Here's Prescott. He's got it. This is Ware. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. They'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. And it would appear that first-round bye certainly helped. They've looked fresh from the start and no letdown here as they lead big in this divisional round, and they look to book a spot in the conference championship. They start on the ground. It's Richardson. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Richardson. And he's got some space here. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 135 yards rushing for him now in the ballgame as he is trying to will his guys to the championship round next weekend.
Brendan, every great running backs coach I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves. You're just doing them. And I think that's what we're seeing tonight. He's about to run them into submission, hasn't he?
You took the words right out of my mouth. I was just going to use that phrase. He has run them into submission.
Wave the white flag.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. second down. It's Richardson down to the 30 after a gain of 3. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Commanders football as we get back to it in search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. On third down, Richardson, and he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this third down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
To throw again on second down. Prescott. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On third down, it's Prescott. And that is incomplete. Oh, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. 47-yard punt, a return of 4. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. They'll start on the ground here on first down. Washington moving on as we say so long, everybody. Thanks for watching.